In this video, we have questions for you. Welcome to another episode of Donley Cove Talk. We just got back from the Cove.
We did, and we just showered, so my hair's all nice and wet, and you can tell.
Yeah. What do you think about Marianne's bangs?
Yeah, I got some bangs thinging going. I either wear it straight back or I can do bangs.
So that's question number one.
What do you think
about Marianne's bangs?
Bangs or no bangs? I haven't had bangs since I was in high school. So that's interesting.
Well,
they're back. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like them or not. Like, when I'm looking down at stuff, I can see them.
It's a thing.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's better than that woof thing in your head going.
Okay. So Sean's a fan of the bangs then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so normally in Donley Cove Talk, we have a topic that we discuss. We have a couple more that were suggested, but we'll get to those eventually. Mm-hmm. Last weekend, we were at Gettysburg.
Yes, we were.
And brought you along with us.
Yep.
This week, we finally got back out to the Cove because we couldn't do it last weekend. Mm-hmm. And basically, we just got the grass cut and did the...
Yeah, we just did maintenance, really,
got
today.
some dirt moved and things like that. And a couple questions came up, and I said, well, hold on. Let's ask in Donley Cove Talk.
Oh, did you now?
Well, yeah, because I pulled you aside and I said, hey, what do you think? And then you started recording. I'm like, can't we have a private conversation? It has to be in front of everybody.
No, it has to be in front of you.
So we'll get to that. But normally we say, hey, if there's a topic you want us to talk about, leave it down in the comments. But I think we're kind of like still really tiny yet. I mean, we're not getting a lot of those questions.
We still have a couple.
Yeah,
a couple people did post a couple of them.
Yeah, but one question I have for you guys. Our Haunted Travels, we started, we posted a video, I think it was last Monday, same time Donley Cove comes out. And we have one coming out tonight. Today's Saturday. We're recording this. This will come out Monday.
Okay.
A little confusing.
Okay.
We have a premiere at 8, by the way.
Today?
Yes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Well, okay. It's today at 8.
Okay.
So we're starting to put out some videos on our Haunted Travels. Now, our Haunted Travels was, I don't want to use the word big because we weren't big. We were monetized. We were getting bigger. We had momentum and everything, and we were growing in that, and then COVID hit, and we had to stop. And then we kind of started up again, and then Marianne's situation hit, and then we stopped. So we're kind of like going to get back into our Haunted Travels. That's really one of the reasons why we're building Donley Cove, is so that we have a place where we can go and do our research and stuff for our Haunted Travels. So the question I have is, on our Haunted Travels, we have a Patreon page. I don't want to create, we already have a separate Instagram and a separate YouTube. Mm-hmm. We're not doing a separate Facebook for Donley Cove. We're not doing separate things. I mean, it's too much. It was too much on our Haunted Travels to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Patreon for our Haunted Travels also be Donley Cove? So it'd be like the Patreon putting them together. Let us know what your thoughts are. And what that means is like what we're going to start doing on the Patreon with our Haunted Travels. There's some things that we're, like you're doing research on, what were the books you were reading about the kidnapping?
Oh, the Limburg baby kidnapping?
Yeah, you're reading some books. So we could put some videos on there that doesn't go on YouTube. It's just for our Patreon people. I'm doing some study right now into Houdini and finding some really cool stuff and some other books and things like that. So they're just like separate little videos that you can just put videos on Patreon for your Patreon supporters. That's what we're going to start doing on our Haunted Travels, probably once we get the studio back up and going, so we could do audio and things like that and just sit in there and record them. But Donley Cove, we really wouldn't have any, just maybe some extra behind the scenes stuff. But I'm thinking about we take the two communities and put them together on the one Patreon, because it's basically us. Our Haunted Travels of Donley Cove, you and I. So what are your thoughts? I don't want to create a separate one, but it'd be kind of cool to kind of put it together. So when we post something on Donley Cove, we could put it on the Patreon, and then everybody knows it came out, because notifications on YouTube. We know this when we were trying to get monetized on our Haunted Travels, that don't work that great, especially when you're getting close to being monetized. Then you won't know we put out a new video. But if you're a Patreon supporter, and you could join our Patreon for free and just get the notifications. But if you want to see some behind the stuff, there's different tiers on there. So let us know. What do you think about that? It's the first she heard that question.
Yeah, it is. I'm not.
What do you think about that?
I don't know that I really like it. I'm sorry. I think
I'm not creating a separate one.
I think they're two different communities. That's all I'm thinking.
Well, that's why I'm asking is, can we merge them together to kind of help Sean out a little bit? You do the Instagram stuff. Thank you for that. I mean, because I don't have to do the Instagram anymore. Every once in a while, I'll get an idea and I'll put it up on Instagram. But that's mainly you.
Yeah, it's the only thing I do.
It's too much for one person to do everything like we were doing on our Haunted Travels. Because it's like, shoot the video, put together again, write the scripts, record the history, do all that stuff, edit everything, and now, okay, now you're going to put it out. What are we going to do on Patreon? How's it going on Facebook? What's going on Twitter? What's going on Instagram and all this other stuff? And oh, by the way, guess what? You should have already started the other video 2 days ago, which you didn't get to, plus you're working full time. And now we have Donley Cove. It was too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. But anyways, let me know your thoughts. She's kind of like on the fence. I'm sure I could talk her into it. But if you want to see, some of that behind the scenes stuff, like we took the book with us to Gettysburg. We didn't get a chance to get into it because you bought some other books that you read on the way home. But there was like interesting facts. That book. I said it'd be kind of cool to make shorts of those. But those are things like we could put on our Patreon page. Just sit and record that and say, oh, hey. I don't know any of them off the top of my head, but there's some that I highlighted in the book, and I got like 3 books of them. So, all right, go ahead. What's with your next one?
I didn't have another question.
Well, you're holding something in your hand.
Oh, I'm holding our baby watermelon.
Question is, should we eat it?
Of course, we're gonna eat it. We're gonna try it.
Okay, so Marianne's going to cut this thing up. We're going to try it. I think it's going to be horrible because it's so small.
It might be, but I was tapping on it. And they say...
So they don't know what's going on. The video that we recorded today is not going to be out for a month and a half. This video is coming on Monday.
Oh, okay.
This is the one...
This is one of our baby watermelons. Our one baby watermelon that was already detached when we got to the Donley Cove today. So we couldn't let it grow any bigger because it's already detached. So something detached it, and it looks like it's been that way for a couple days.
Pumpkins are gone.
Pumpkins are decimated.
And they, whatever it was, started ripping the plants out of the planter.
Yeah, somehow they're getting pulled out, like the little pods that we stuck them in. They're pulled out. Some of the pods are actually outside in the grass. I got a picture of that. I didn't post that to Instagram, but maybe I will later.
So next year we're definitely planning on doing a much larger pumpkin patch. Probably watermelons and some other stuff. But we need to make an area that is secured.
Yeah.
So that these animals, mainly
that we love,
deer.
We love them though.
Yeah.
But we want to have some of this stuff for us.
If you have some ideas, I have a couple in my head, but and we also have a tiller for the tractor that needs to be put together so we can till out a bigger area, but we're going to have to fence it and stuff. But if you have some ideas to keep the animals away from the pumpkins and the watermelons, let us know down in the comments. There's the next question. That's why it's getting out the water.
Okay. All right. So are you going to hold this for me, or are you going to move the camera?
I'm going to hold that while you cut the knife. Are you serious?
Don't you trust me?
Why don't we do this? Why don't you go cut that? And then we have a clip that we want to play right now about a question that I was asking Marianne, and she got the camera out and just said, oh, we're going to film this. It's about the future idea about the cabin. So you guys go ahead and watch that. She's going to go cut this thing, and I'm not holding that thing with the knife under it. Yeah, I'm not.
You don't trust me.
I might look dumb, but I'm not.
He doesn't trust me.
Nope. We'll be right back. So here's the thought. Eventually we're going to rebuild this cabin.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Instead of building the cabin so it's facing that way into the woods, what I'm thinking is we have A and J. They got to come. He's got to come back out.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot more stumps.
Yeah.
There's two big ones right here. One here, one right over there.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in that mess?
Right.
So next spring, one of our projects would be to clean this out.
Okay.
Get this cleaned up.
And
when we rebuild the cabin, turn it so the front is facing this way, looking right down the driveway. And then this would be parking for the cabin. You just pull right up here, and we can have like a little sidewalk that goes right up in the front. But I'm thinking the porch on it, we might even put a fence right there to block the cabin. Okay? The porch will go up and wrap around to the side, and we can sit back there and look into the woods. Because as that is right now, we have to continue this driveway all the way up and around the front of that cabin. We're done. We're here.
Okay.
And it wouldn't take much to turn that. Look how much space we have right here.
Yeah.
Even from where that tree is, if we keep that, from there to the front of the cabin, it's bigger than what the cabin is now. I don't know. It's a thought. What do you guys think? What do you think?
What do I think? I think that I don't like looking at the road from here, at being in the cabin. I know,
that would
but
be the
now,
front door.
right?
But we can have
then
a side
if
door
you have
too.
that over there, and you promise that there'll be a porch that we could sit and look into the woods, I guess would be all right.
Well, we could have a side door that goes to the porch. This would be the entrance.
Yeah.
And then the side door that goes to the porch.
All right.
Have a small porch on the front.
Okay.
Then
All right.
On the back side and connect them maybe. Who knows?
Well, they should definitely be connected. All right.
Unfortunately, this tree's gonna have to come down.
Yeah.
Look at the base.
Yeah, the base of it is interesting. It's still solid enough, I think, to last the winter, but it might have to come down next year.
Yeah.
And it's a big one.
But we want to get that down before A and J comes out, so
Right.
we can grind that down.
Yeah.
There's one there. There's one here for sure.
Yeah, there's two big ones right here. 1 and 2.
And who knows what else is back in there. We're gonna clean
Right.
it out and find out.
Right.
I was just looking at it. I think that'd be kind of cool.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think? What's your opinion? Should we turn the cabin? I don't know. It's a thought. Now's the time to decide.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's something that we're hoping to maybe be doing next season.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, all right. So I cut the watermelon.
It's too small.
Yeah, it wasn't ready.
It'd be all like eating rind.
It smells good though.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't smell like real watermelon-y yet, but it was starting.
Yeah,
to
it was
get
starting.
there.
You can see it was even starting to like turn a little pink there.
Yeah, I'm not eating that.
No, but there's a few seeds
There's some
in
seeds
here.
she might be able
Maybe
to
I'll try to collect a couple.
cultivate out of there. Okay, more questions. Do you have any questions you want to ask our
No.
viewers?
No, I was thinking we were going to eat some watermelon.
No. All right, so videos coming out this week. These are the ones, we have the one that's called Maintaining the Cove. I think that's the one. Maintaining the Cove and Finishing Projects. Those are ones where we took that limb that was down and chopped and burn it.
Okay.
And by the way, I can tell you this. That big stump
Yeah.
is gone.
Gone,
And
gone.
The pad and the gravel
Looks
there
good.
is like beautiful. You couldn't even tell that that tree was there.
Yeah.
Just the exception that we have 3 different colors of gravel, but it is what it is. Someday it'll be all the same. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what's coming out this week. The 2 videos back to back. It was a longer video, so I made it cut it up into 2.
Okay.
Next weekend we got a short week at work, so we got a 3-day weekend coming up, and hopefully it's not going to rain. Hopefully
hopefully then
Hopefully
we can get out
the
to the
weather
cove and do some work.
holds out, because I'd love before winter to get the gate up. I don't know if we told them, but we caught on the trail cam. We're not going to show it in the trail cam footage, which, by the way, thank you for watching the trail cam footage. We had somebody drive back in the cove. Yep. We're not going to show it, but somebody drove back there. So we got to get the gate up before winter.
Yeah.
And there's another project that I want to talk about and do. The item came in. We just have to get prepped for it, and we're going to do that next weekend.
Okay.
And maybe get the tiller put together.
It would be nice if you can get the tiller put together.
Yeah, because I think we're done with the brush hog
for the season. Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else.
This past weekend at work was homecoming week.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the zombie run. Talk about the zombie run.
The zombie run's coming up in a couple of weeks, so 2 weeks out. If you don't have your tickets yet and you want to participate,
which you can do virtually if you're not in the area.
Yeah, the deadline for registration is the 7th, which is today when you're watching this.
Monday. Yeah.
But I know somebody who could get you in if you need.
Yeah.
I know.
So if you want to participate in the zombie run, today's the last day to register. Is that what you said?
Officially, yes.
Monday.
Officially, it's it's the last day. But like I was saying, I can get you in if you need to.
And the proceeds from that go to benefit the National Honor Society.
National Honor Society, so we could do some philanthropy, and hopefully we make some stuff that at some point we can do our robes. I don't see it yet from what our sales were, but we have some other stuff coming up.
We're getting bombarded by acorns.
Acorns are falling?
So not next week, but the week after, our Donley Cove talk will probably be
at the zombie run.
From the zombie run.
Yeah.
You guys can actually see that, what it's about. If you didn't participate this year, maybe you can next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to this video? Don't know.
Good.
We stopped the video and started again. I don't know how long we've been talking now.
That's all right.
The second half has been almost 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, that's long enough. You guys have listened to us hammer on long enough. I gotta go edit. I keep saying that. I gotta go edit video so I can get them out to you guys. All right, if you like what we're doing here on Donley Cove, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification so you know when a new video comes out from us. Also, check us out on Instagram. Search for Donley Cove. That's Mary Ann's little project. She posts pictures out there when we're out there real time, or we have something kind of fun going on. And, like I said, check out ourhauntedtravels.com.
All right.
All right, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.